Hello everyone, I am Priyanka, Assistant Professor from the Department of BCom Digital Marketing and Data Mining. Today we are going to see the subject on managerial economics. In that we are going to see about the elasticity of demand. In the last video we saw about demand and in this now we are going to see about the elasticity of demand. Now we will see what is elasticity of demand. Today I am going to explain the concept and the elasticity of demand, which is important in today's economics. We already know that the demand means the quantity of the product that consumers are willing and able to buy, but in real life, demand does not remain constant. It changes when prices changes, when income change, or when the price of other goods change. So elasticity demand helps us to understand how sensitive or responsive demand is to these changes. To begin with, the elasticity of demand is defined the degree of responsive of quantity demanded by changes in factors like price, income, or other price of related goods. So, in simple words, it tells us how demand will rise or fall when something else changes in the market. Let me explain this with a simple example. Suppose the price of chocolate bar increases. If people immediately reduce their purchase, then the demand is said to be elasticity because it reacts strongly to price changes. But if people continue buying almost the same amount even after the price increases, then demand in elasticity means it does not respond much. Now let us look the different types of demand because elasticity can happen in many ways. There are some types of elasticity of demand. The first one is the price elasticity of demand, that is PED. The next one is the income elasticity of demand, that is YED. The next is cross elasticity of demand, that is CED. The last one will be the advertising elasticity of demand, that is AED. Now we will see one by one. First one is the price elasticity of demand. This is the most important type because it measures how much quantity demand changes when the price changes. Next, for example, we will see if the price of the luxury item like branded shoe increases, many people may stop buying. So it is the demand is high elasticity. So, but for essential goods like salt, price changes do not affect demand much. Even if the price increases, people still buy almost the same quantity. So demand for salt is inelasticity. Next one is the income elasticity of demand. This tells us how demand changes when the income of the consumer changes. When income increases, people spend more on goods like clothes, electronics, and restaurant foods. More people spend the income like in restaurant, clothes, etc. But for basic goods like rice or wheat, demand does not increases much even if income increases also. So, income elasticity helps us understand how purchasing power affects demand. The third one is the cross elasticity of demand. This type explains how the demand for one product changes when the people of another related product changes. For example, tea and coffee are substitute goods. If the price of tea increases, some people may shift to coffee. So the demand for coffee rises. On the other hand, goods like car and petrol are complementary goods. If the petrol price increases, demand for car may fall. So this is called as cross elasticity of demand. The last one will be the advertising elasticity of demand. There is also advertising elasticity of demand, which tells us how demand changes when advertising or promotion increases. When a company spends more on advertisements, demand for a product may rise. This especially true for product like soft drinks, mobile phones, and cosmetics. Finally, I will say business use elasticity to fix the right price for their right product. If the demand is elasticity, then they can charge high price without losing many customers. Government also use elasticity when deciding taxes on goods product with inelasticity demand like petrol, etc. are often taxed because people buy continuing that product. so that elasticity of demand increases. So in finally, elasticity of demand, how strongly consumer react when price, income or other market factor changes. It helps firm, consumers and the government understand market behavior and make better decision. So these are about the elasticity of demand. Thank you. We will see in the next video.